Welcome back to Project Highrise, everyone. At the end of the last episode, we increased the size of our office tower, added some stores, and we now qualify to move in some legal offices of the medium office size. But first, there's a couple things I need to address. The first is a correction from the last couple episodes. I accidentally found out through playing in my side file that there is a way to automate maintenance and renovation in your tower. You just can't do it with a small maintenance office. So until you have a large maintenance office, you have to do this manually. But after you have a large maintenance office, there is a checkbox down here where my mouse cursor is that allows you to automate maintenance. I kind of understand why they would do that, because if you are playing for the very first time and you just automate renovations right off the bat, then it's very easy to go bankrupt in this game. It's kind of hard to make money at first. It's easy to eventually make money. And as I had said before, there's a little lack of unpredictability in the game, and you can usually make money through the same motions. However, it is fairly expensive to keep all your properties and all your offices at maximum efficiency and prettiness at first, especially if you are a new player. So I can kind of sort of understand why they would have taken that option away unless you have a big maintenance office, but I still kind of wish they'd let you have it at first, because honestly, if you give the player the option, they check it and they fail, then they will learn, hopefully. At least anyone who plays games like this will usually understand those lessons. So the second thing I wanted to mention was that we can take contracts. Now, we could have done this from the beginning, which helps out your money situation at the beginning. We're making nearly 2,000 a day, which isn't bad, but still not enough to give us constant expansion. Right now, we are not making enough that I can just expand. We are making little enough that I'll have to expand and then stop, expand and then stop, and so on. But contracts help alleviate that. So we can take up to 2 contracts at once, and the contracts are usually weighted correctly for the scenario. So for example, in this scenario, we cannot build any apartments in our complex, so none of the contracts that are offered will offer those residences, which is nice. But we can do a couple things, including take advantage of all the government functions transpiring behind these walls by welcoming a lobbyist into the building. Then, to accrue those benefits as swiftly as possible, build an expanded construction office. That sounds like a good idea, because we want an expanded construction office anyway, and getting 50 influence is pretty good for what we need. Is pretty good since we can't get influence through houses in this scenario. So I will sign that contract. And then we have 2 more. Let's see. This one is for food offerings. This one is for a population. More stores. Well, I have stores. This one will be cheaper, and it rewards me more money. So I will take this one, which is add some food. So, done. Oh. I already had that. Great. Alright, small food. Wait, does that mean I could pull this one off since I have... Let's see, they'd like you to build 4 small stores. I have 4 small stores, so... Cool. Okay. Sweet. Well, there was a quick couple $1,000 we just got. Okay. Small food court stalls are well and good for the workaday crowd, but they do little to attract visitors from other parts of town. The Department of Planning and Development would like to see more people visit this area and spend their money here, assist them with a variety of different medium restaurants. Well, we're going to need this anyway in order to get some of those high-level offices to get us influence in other things, so I'm going to go ahead and sign that contract too. And the contracts are usually pretty good at directing what you need. That's weird. I wonder why fireworks just went off. Oh, I can't zoom out anymore? Oh, that's cool. I actually find that cool that you can't zoom out anymore, because you can zoom out more than that, believe me. So maybe you're just limited to your zoom level when you have a small building. That totally makes sense. I don't know why we have fireworks going off. Unless it's because I fulfilled contracts. Anyway. So contracts are often directed at how you like fulfilling the contracts helps you fulfill the scenario objectives, so it's always good to do them. So we will do that shortly. But we have one more feature that I was not aware of that regular fan and longtime fan and definite friend of the channel, Red Jordan, told me about, is that you can actually rename your peeps to whatever you want. So here's a young lady working in an office. So let's rename her. This is Evelyn, but we are going to name her Red Jordan. And she's pretty happy working at Gallagher Tax Office. And she's apparently pretty hungry, but she's too busy reading a paper to go get food. Now, this kind of does remind me of Sim Tower as well, because in Sim Tower, people were not represented by, well, this, because the graphics weren't that good back then. They were represented by silhouettes, and you could rename particular silhouettes, I think up to 10, anything you wanted, but then you could track their specific movements. And it was useful because, let's say people didn't like living in your apartments. You could grab a resident from the apartment, name them whatever you wanted, and then watch their movement and see what they did and see where the holes were. Maybe they didn't like your elevator network, maybe it took them too far to get to the food areas, and you could track them and see what they did. Now, this game does not have that capability. So even though we've renamed this young lady to Red Jordan, I can't pull her up anywhere specific. But we can still, you know, keep an eye on her. And if you guys want me to name random office workers after you, let me know in the comments, and I will do that. So, it's time to start adding some offices, finally. Let's see, I need 200 office workers. And I need, let's see. Oh, and I need 25 law offices for this one. Well, we can kill those two birds right now, because we'll do legal offices. Oh, we're not ready yet. Needs a greater variety of medium restaurants. Now, see, as I said, right here we have Beyond Fast Food, and I need 6 restaurants. So, these goals work perfectly in tandem. And if it looks like I'm able to move my mouse a bit smoother, that's because I can. Because my hand is not 100%, but it is healed enough that I'm actually using my right hand once again for my mouse. And dear God, that has been a long time coming. So I am going to expand a little bit here, because medium restaurants tend to need water, and so I'm going to sort of pre-make some water closets and power closet or wiring closets. This is how I enjoy building the towers, and again, it may be ugly, but it's very efficient. And I always have an elevator surrounded by water and power on both sides. That way, since usually my elevator is centrally located, it allows all of my utilities to also be centrally located. So let's see. And I cannot get medium restaurants yet because I need at least Prestige 3. I can get Prestige 3 by having more population, specifically 9 more people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. This is what we're going to do then. We're going to get rid of these medium offices I had built, and I'm even going to destroy that wiring closet. Everybody chill. Chill, chill, chill. I'm going to make another one. Relax. And instead, we're going to just fill this with small offices. Since it's free to designate offices, I didn't lose any money destroying the medium offices. Now, it would have cost me money if they were filled. Like, if I just blow up this office right here, it'll cost me some cash. But doing this is no big deal. Alright, so we'll also be able to get all the legal offices we could ever want. And right now I'm getting the money 170. And the rest are less. So 115. 115. 110. 105. Now, why can't I do accounting offices? Needs a greater variety of food court restaurants. No problem. We'll expand our food court restaurants a little bit here. And because I'm a perfectionist, I'm going to... my bulldozer. I'm going to add my watering closet or plumbing closet to the left side here, just so this looks good. Oops. Okay. So once my peeps get done building everything, where'd they go? Oh, they're still building the offices. My God, man. Okay, now this information window here is the limit of how much unpredictability there is in the game. The city's economy is entering a depression. Small businesses are hunkering down and trying to minimize their rents. However, construction costs are also getting cheaper. In my play experience here, it's both things make so little impact that it doesn't matter, especially since there is no time limit for doing these scenarios. So, again, it's kind of limited, I guess. It is what it is. I just realized, or remembered, I don't necessarily need to get accounting offices. I'll just run the ad like I'm doing here. I'll probably have enough tenants to, yep, enough tenants to fill this. Oh well, I'll let them make this room anyway, just in case I need it later. Alright, so once these two offices get built, I will finally have a population of 60, which will give me 3 prestige, which will allow me to start building medium restaurants. And there we go, 60 peeps, 3 prestige. So now it's time for some medium restaurants. Oh, and I have enough space to put in another small office over here. Excellent. Actually, wait, I'm going to undesignate that because sometimes restaurants need trash bins, so I want to have a little bit of room for that. Okay. Okay, so this is something I kind of had to dig through some information to find. I don't know why I was blind to it initially. It says medium breakfast, medium lunch, medium dinner. In case you play this game on your own, you do not know which of these buildings here does that until you mouse over the tenant itself. So like if I mouse over fast food restaurants, it just says there are 3 potential tenants of this type. It doesn't tell me anything. But if I click one and I highlight M.I. Ritchie Burgers and Fries, you can see on the left side, it says M.I. Ritchie Burgers and Fries, trendy fast food, serves lunch and dinner. And again, this is per category. So all fast food restaurants serves lunch and dinner, serves lunch and dinner. Diners serves breakfast and lunch, breakfast and lunch, breakfast and lunch. Sandwich shops, breakfast and lunch, breakfast and lunch. Salad and hot bars serves lunch, serves lunch, serves lunch. Pizza places serves lunch and dinner, lunch and dinner, lunch and dinner. So I wonder if, because I've never had Beyond Fast Food as a quest before, contract, whatever. I wonder if I can double them up. So like say fast food restaurants serves lunch and dinner, and you can see, whoops, on the bottom of that panel that pops up, it says expects trash bins on the same floor. So before I even allow those offices to come in, I'm going to create a trash bin on the far end. And we need a trash collection room. So that's going to be that size. So about like that. And then it also needs what now? Electricity and water. So we will hook up utilities. Now you can add... I didn't even have to go that far. Oops. You can add the restaurants, like I could add the restaurant before I put all this infrastructure in place, but I have learned the hard way that if you allow a tenant to come in and it's not ready to go, like right off the bat, they're going to be unhappy and they're going to complain. And sometimes, especially at the beginning when you only have 2 construction workers, it can be difficult to get everything set up before they move out. So I like playing it this way where I designate the zone, I mouse over the tenants, I see what they need, but then before I actually allow them to move in, I get everything else set up to allow them to come in peace, fully ready to go. So it's going to actually take a minute because my 2 little construction workers are still catching up with all the orders I've given them. And this is why I said there might be a lot of time skips, unless I have enough to say that I can stretch my commentary, as apparently I can. So Thank you, autosave. I love how quick the saves are. Even when I'm recording, the saves are super quick. Okay, so my peeps are now in their little break room, which is good for me. That means that they have nothing more to do. I had a little trash collection room. Doopa-doopa-doopa-doo. And come on. Done. Okay, so now, I don't think it needs anything. So now there's going to be a trash worker who automatically comes in and sits on his butt until it's time to collect the trash. And we'll be good to go for a while. Now we can finally add some restaurants. So fast food restaurant will bring in M.I. Richie Burgers and Fries. And this doesn't update until the restaurant is actually built, so I'm going to wait until he does that, because I want to see which numbers go up, if any. Or if a single, whatever. Come on. Hurry up. You're in double speed. There we go. Yes, lunch and dinner came up. Awesome. So I can do diner, which is breakfast and lunch. So let's get in Lakeview Diner. So that'll take care of lunch, so I just need one breakfast and one dinner. Sandwich shop is breakfast, so big U's sausages. Of course, a pizza place for dinner. That'll be Columbo's Family Pizzeria. Double speed, and that, once all 3 offices are built, should clear beyond fast food. So again, I could play this all day, and I like playing this as a background game, so I'll just set this to go while I'm doing something else. For your sake, I may do time skips later if things require too much waiting, but one thing at a time. There we go. So now I've got 3K. Woot. Ah, what is your problem? Not enough electrical transformers in the building. Alright, talk to me, Tandy. Okay, so we are short of electricity by 1, good on phone, decent on water, but we'll probably need more soon. Alright, so for the sake of my income, let's see, that is $750 per day. It'll cost me $5,500. Ooh, you know what? Don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. Ah, pause. It's the only problem with not being able to upgrade these. Although since these don't have to be built, you can, Oh yeah, here's another bug. Even when you cancel, they might sometimes still stand around. So what I'll have to do that, because I couldn't find a way to get back. And now I'll destroy this. You have to... Like, you may be asking why even bother destroying this, but the thing is you always have a tile limit. You can see in the construction grid, oh, my maximum floor area is 18,000 tiles. Never mind, I pretty much don't have a limit then. Jesus, usually it's like 3,000. Okay, anyway. So you can only accept 2 contracts at once. We have now cleared one of our contracts. Galleria. On a recent trip out of town, a commissioner on the Planning Development Committee was at a meeting in a building with a lovely mall inside it. Now he wants one of those in his own town. Can you help by adding a variety of 3 medium stores and creating a nascent? I don't know what that word means. Galleria's shopping center for him. Okay. We probably won't get to it for a bit, but that's fine. Alright, so now, finally, let's get some medium offices here. I'm going to leave this space open. So, legal offices. Do you guys want to move in? Okay, so these guys can move in, except look at the bottom list of what they require. They expect janitorial services, file storage services, and catering services. They also want copy services, but that green smiley face means we already provide it. Now, once again, I could allow these offices to come in right now. But because I don't have janitorial services, file storage services, or catering services ready to go, then if I let these guys move in, their satisfaction will immediately start plummeting, and I will be in a mad scramble to try to get everything built before they move out. It's stupid, it's pointless, let's not even bother. So what I will do for now is I'm going to wire up electricity and phone lines. Ooh. There we go. So now at least I don't have to worry about that. However, let's see. Oh, I'm over 20 minutes. So in the next episode, we're going to add a new floor, and we're going to add some more services. Probably don't even have to add a floor. I'll just expand this one. Anyway, we're going to add those services and then start moving in medium offices. Finally. We're going to keep climbing up because, as you can see from our construction grid, we have a very narrow amount of land or architecture to work with, I guess. But we have a maximum of 40 floors for now. So I think we'll be all right. We'll just keep building upward. So that will do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.